The film talks about what happens at a really fancy and famous nightclub called the Night Ring. This nightclub becomes the aim of many gangs who want to use it as their main place, like Texas Tiger, Gotch, and Zenichi. Shintaro is the leader of the Zenichi gang, and he succeeds in taking over the Night Ring by beating the members of other gangs, even his own brother. But during all this trouble, Shintaro ends up losing his closest friend and his top partner. So he chooses to leave Zenichi's gang and go by himself to confront the Texas group who caused the problem. After winning the fight and taking over the Texas group, Shintaro calls back his followers from Zenichi's gang and combines them. Then he makes his followers look like wealthy nobles because he always dreamed of being a rich noble since he was a kid. Since he was a kid, Shintaro, from a simple family, always wanted to live a fancy life like royalty. So now, he's trying to make it real with his club members. Shintaro changes his name to Dori, and his followers also pick new names. Then Dori meets Noah, the leader of the Gotch group, who suggests Dori attend a top-notch high school. At this school, students compete to become the ruler of the world. They're from rich families and famous backgrounds, taught that ordinary people are just tools to achieve their goals. Noah says if Dori can excel at the school and become the legendary prince, everyone will bow to him. However, Noah warned that becoming the legendary prince wouldn't be easy because there's already someone in power at the school, Kaneda Suzaku, the third-generation legendary prince. Kaneda has expanded the school and gained a lot of popularity. He and his followers are adored by many because of their looks and special treatment. On the other hand, the school's principal is rumored to be strange and disliked. Learning this, Dori becomes determined to surpass Kaneda and take control of the school. So Dori gathers his friends to make a plan. They spread rumors about the principal secretly. Dori's plan works well, making the principal and students uneasy because of the rumors. Besides Kaneda and his group, there's another respected group called the Next, who acknowledges Kaneda's authority. This group has 4 members, but one, Kuki, vanished a month ago without explanation. The others don't know why he left, as they've been together since junior high and never split up before. After a month of absence, Kuki, a member of the Next, reunites with the group, now a follower of Dori. Dori and his friends arrive at Kaneda's school, impressing everyone with their charm and maturity, which outshine Kaneda and his crew. Upon arriving, Dori announces his goal: to overthrow the principal, take control of the school, and make changes according to his wishes. When Dori meets the principal and shares his plans, the principal refuses. However, Dori remains polite, promising to return later. Meanwhile, he and his friends start winning over students and teachers, aiming for their support to become the new leader of the school. The members of the Next group approached Kuki to ask why he left, but Kuki pretended not to know them. Meanwhile, ignoring the principal's warnings, Dori and his friends try various ways to seize power at the school. Dori even tells his friends to remove the principal's statue, get rid of Kaneda Suzaku's expensive belongings displayed in a special room, and hand out flyers about his plans if he becomes the school leader. On the other hand, Kuki still remembers his friends in the Next, but seems to have a secret they don't want to know. A helicopter approached and landed at the school, known to the students as belonging to Kaneda Suzaku. Kaneda's fans gathered to welcome him, the charming prince who defeated other candidates to become the third-generation legendary prince. As Kaneda arrived, his fans informed him about Dori's plan to take over the school. The principal asked Kaneda to remove Dori and his followers. Kaneda promised to protect the school from outsiders trying to take control for their own gain. Kaneda meets Dori and his followers, shocked to find his trusted assistant, Saichiro, now supporting Dori instead of him. Saichiro used to be Kaneda's close friend, but now he's loyal to Dori for some reason. After their meeting, Dori reveals his desire to overthrow Kaneda and take control of the school and beyond. Kaneda, determined to defend his position, challenges Dori to a fight to prove who deserves the title of legendary prince and to rule the school. They agree to fence, as nobles often practice this sport. Before the match began, Kaneda confided in his assistant, Gen, about Seiichiro's betrayal in joining Dori's side. Kaneda suspected that Seiichiro might have grown to dislike him, leading him to leave. This was surprising to Kaneda, as he believed Seiichiro had admired and respected him before. Determined to win the match and win back Seiichiro's loyalty, Kaneda hoped Seiichiro would return to him. Gen and the members of the Next began investigating why Seiichiro and Kuki chose Dori over Kaneda. They discovered that Dori had helped both Seiichiro and Kuki, leading them to pledge their loyalty to him. One evening, Takedo from the next visited a food stall and unknowingly met Kuki's mother, the seller. Ryu, another member of the next, saw this and informed Takedo that Kuki's mother was the seller and Kuki had left home after joining Dori. Upon learning this, Takedo went to see Kuki and joined Dori's followers without revealing his motive. When Ryu discovered Takedo siding with Dori, he confronted Takedo at Dori's base, but Takedo refused to explain his decision and remained loyal to Dori. Frustrated, Ryu left. On one side, Kaneda and Dori both trained hard for the upcoming fight. After a tough training session, Dori took a break to enjoy himself at a nightclub with his followers. Meanwhile, Kaneda relaxed by playing the piano and singing emotional songs. When the day of the battle arrived, everyone in the audience was excited. Kaneda and Dori entered the arena and prepared to start the match. Meanwhile, Takedo noticed a group of troublemakers causing a scene at Kuki's mother's food stall. He intervened and fought them off. Another student who witnessed this rushed to inform Kuki and Ryu about Takedo's altercation with the troublemakers. Feeling betrayed by Takedo and Kuki, Ryu hesitates to assist his closest friends. However, Kuki explains the situation. His mother's food stall was struggling due to debt and declining income. When Dori offered help, Kuki became loyal to him to repay the kindness shown to him and his mother. Meanwhile, Takedo and the thugs engage in a fierce fight, while Kaneda and Dori spar for points. During their match, Kaneda recalls their childhood moments with Seiichiro, where Kaneda always lost in fencing matches because Seiichiro knew his weaknesses. The battle between Kaneda and Dori intensifies. Meanwhile, Kuki, Ryu, and their friends rush to help Takedo, defeating the thugs. The next members resolve their misunderstandings and stop being hostile towards each other. Kuki also reunites with his mother after being away for over a month. As Kaneda and Dori continue their fight, they both attack fiercely, determined to win. With only 1 point left to decide the winner, it's revealed that Seiichiro had told Dori about Kaneda's weakness before the match. However, Kaneda had anticipated the move and managed to counterattack, securing victory unexpectedly. Although Kaneda won and kept his title as the Prince of Legend, he remains humble and respects Dori. Seiichiro feels sorry and apologizes to Dori for his failed strategy against Kaneda. However, Dori doesn't hold it against him and doesn't blame him for the loss. Later, Kaneda approaches Seiichiro and asks him to return as his confidant, but Seiichiro declines, albeit reluctantly. He thanks Kaneda and leaves, visibly emotional. Meanwhile, Kuki and Takedo choose to rejoin the next, while Dori opts to disband all his groups. Dori meets Kaneda, and they discover they have similarities despite their contrasting personalities. Kaneda sees them like the sun and the moon, each shining in their own way without needing to outshine the other. However, they end up in a never-ending battle, each believing they are the brightest sun, and the movie ends. So the moral of the story is if you're in a fight, just play some emotional songs on the piano to distract your opponent, because music solves everything, right?